For more on the situation at the border and how the government is preparing, we are joined by Derek Maltz, the former special agent in charge of the DEA's Special Operations. Derek, thank you so much for your time this Friday. Let's talk about this new executive order from President Biden, which now authorizes the DOD to deploy active duty troops to the border to fight drug trafficking. Do you think we will see troops deployed there? And what would their main function even be?
Well, for one, I sure hope we see some troops down on the border. I'd rather see special forces on the ground in Mexico working with the Mexican government to destroy the production labs, because right now the Mexican cartels are the enemy of our country, our children. They're killing more than any other traditional terror organization in the history of this country. So President Biden himself said in December of 21 that drug trafficking is an extraordinary threat to U.S. national security, foreign policy, and economy of this country. So you would hope that we use all the tools in the toolbox to actually keep Americans safe. So if it means putting troops on the border, that's a good move. And I support that 100%. I mean, Nicole, we have Congress and we have state attorney generals that are looking for a designation to declare fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction. Right? We had the attorney general say that he's using all the tools available to him in the recent announcement of the Sinaloa cartel indictment of Chapo Guzman's kids on the 14th of April. The point is that we got to stop the flow of not only the migrants, but the deadly fentanyl that's flooding our streets all over America.
All right, so Derek, let's talk about something you mentioned there. We've seen the cartels resorting to more dangerous tactics at the border, many times deadly tactics. Is it going to take active duty troops to finally crack down on what is an ever-growing threat?
Well, I would say yes, because I use good old common sense, okay? So there's a debate now in Washington. We don't want to declare them terrorists, because that would be offensive to the Mexican government. Well, when are we going to talk about the lives of our children, our future generation? We lost over 107,000, the most recent stats. So the military can offer a lot of support, like Michael Waltz and also Crenshaw from Texas, the congressman. They're decorated war heroes, special forces, Green Berets. They know how to destroy the biggest adversaries to our country, and they're calling for a military force inside of Mexico. Of course, we don't want to go to war with Mexico. They're great partners. We want to work with the Mexican government like we did in Colombia very successfully with Plan Colombia many years ago, right? But the thing is, you got to remember, look at the Deputy Attorney General's statement just recently. The fentanyl crisis in America threatens our public health, our public safety, our national security. You listen to all their statements. They got to back it up with action. Yeah. And right now, it's a positive move that the president is considering sending troops down to the border. The Secretary of Defense will make those decisions, but I sure hope so, because the families need help around the country.
Yeah, I mean, one of the arguments, for officials in Mexico who balk at American troops coming into Mexico is, they're saying, you guys need to get it together on your side of the border.
Right.
Derek, both the White House and House Republicans have rolled out plans to try and crack down on this illegal immigration just this week. The administration's plan obviously more focused on preventing migrants from coming to the border in the first place by trying to set up those processing centers in Central America, in South America. But Republicans more focused on beefing up security actually at the border, funding construction of a border wall. Do you think one plan is better than the other, or should we really maybe try to combine both of the plans in some way?
Well, I think you'd probably need a combination, but what I would say is that we need to listen to the Homeland Security experts that actually did secure the border under the previous administration. And not because they worked under the previous administration, because they were dedicated American patriots that understood the legal ramifications and all of the security ramifications to our country. So we need to put in place what actually secured the border. Right now, we have a catastrophic disaster. And by the way, I don't want to be negative, but the impact of the millions of gotaways that are in our country, okay, we don't even know what's going to happen because we don't even know who these people are. But so I think that we do need to work south of the border. We got to work with the Central American partners because it doesn't start in Mexico, as you know. So it's a combination of using all authorities, all capabilities, all tools, all partnerships, but have a sense of urgency. Right now,
Right.
there's no sense of urgency. There hasn't been until recently, and I have a feeling because it's very political now.
Yeah. Something certainly needs to happen. Derek Maltz, you certainly do not hold back, and we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Well, one last thing. The reason I don't hold back is because you see the dead kids behind me. I make those
Absolutely.
collages for the families, and the families need help.
You're right. Yeah, no,
Thank you.
we
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much.
Thank you, Derek.